Okay, so I want to build a bunch of boxes like this that is 1 foot by 1 foot by 2 foot. Okay, now want to build it. This is 19 by 30 seconds plywood, which is pretty close to 5/8. These slats are 3 inches, and I've got them cut down to 5/8. Right. So this inner board is cut 1 foot. All right, but it's a little smaller here to here. If I mark out 12 inches and put a block here, a stop block, the board is here, which is what, 10 3/4? Yeah, 10 3/4 inches. And that leaves 1 1.25 inches here, which is 2 5/8 boards stacked up. It is also the distance from my blade to this stop. So simply, if I run my saw down that stop block, it will cut me the board, right? Just perfectly. And then all I got to do is, after each cut, just measure and put this at 12 inches. That will give me 9 boards all the way down. It'll give me 8 that are perfect, and then 1 that is a little off. Look at that, 10 3/4 inches, just perfect. And I do this 8 more times. All right, here's the bottom, the front, the back, okay? And what we're doing now is I'm doing this in batches. Cut them all, mark them all, cut them all, do all the handles, assemble, right? So the base, remember I want it 2 feet deep, right? But I've got these two 19 30 seconds or almost 5/8 fronts and backs, right? So I got 1 foot, and then we go out 10 3/4. I'm gonna mark it there, right? 10 3/4 plus the 2 5/8. We'll put it at 2 foot, right? So 1 foot, then I come out 10 more inches, then 3/4. So 22 3/4 plus the 2 5/8 boards makes it 24 inches deep. You come on the other side, mark it at 1 foot, mark it at 2 foot. Right here with my square. And then 16A, 16B, 16C. Lay it over on the stack. The way I do the handles is I come down 2.5 inches. And I make a mark 3 inches in on both sides, which is 3 and then 7.5. And then I take this 1.5" hole saw. I put the starter bit there on the mark. I drill about halfway, 3/4 of the way through, enough where that starter bit goes all the way through. Then I flip it over, put that starter bit back in the hole, and that keeps it from ripping out. And to finish up, or to get ready for the last piece of making the handle, is I take my square and I draw a line connecting two, and with the jigsaw that cuts out real nice, but I lost my jigsaw. It's somewhere in the Connex box, so I'm using a reciprocal saw, which doesn't make it as pretty, but you can always come back and clean it up with a router. Being 19-30 seconds, it fits in that groove on my table saw, which keeps it from bouncing all over the place. Okay, so 3 sheets of plywood and a couple of boards from the sawmill has made me 3 shelves worth of boxes. I ran out of slats till I go down to the sawmill and cut some more. Here's the rest of the 3 sheets worth of plywood of front and backs, and they're all cut out and ready to be assembled. They're done. Now all I have to do is figure out how I'm going to finish them. My problem is I've got so much stuff, it gets lost where it is, so I really need to organize, which is why I made these boxes. I was going to paint them all white and then put a chalkboard paint on one side so I could write what was in them, but my buddy with the planer taught me out of that. And looking at the wood, the slats after they got planed, they look so pretty. I hate to ruin it. So I think what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to stencil. On the left side I'll maybe put the box number and then the shelf unit number. So box 1, shelf unit 1. And then on the right upper side I might stencil the shelf of the unit and then the particular box on that shelf. So, you know, the unit 1, shelf 1, you know, it'd be the bottom shelf and then box A. So I don't know. That way I could get me a 3-ring binder and just write, you know, make some sheets and then write what's in the boxes, because organization tends to be my downfall. When you have a lot of stuff, you need to get to it in a hurry, you know, it's kind of a pain. So that's my thoughts. And I still probably will go do the chalkboard paint in the center, you know, so who knows.